Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
I love the show. All right.
Love the show. I like the show.
Let's go.
I know the show.
Let's go.
All right, you ready, Prof?
Yeah, on you.
What's
ready?
that book?
It's one of my favourites. 150 years of New South Wales first-class cricket.
Oh, fuck.
Like Colin Clowes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking belter.
Yeah.
Is it a picture book?
Have they got, can I ask, have they got Richard Cheekwee in there? Can you have a look?
Right.
One of the greats.
Hey, do you know my great-great-great-great-uncle is Victor Trumper?
You kidding?
Nah. How good's that? The Trumper era. Just fucking turn it over. How about that? Divine intervention.
You are royalty, son.
So he fucking died
Mate,
like
for someone who's
37 or
got all
something.
these, good bloodline and high-ranking people in your lineage, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Have you spoken to the Earl of Shaftesbury lately?
No, I haven't.
More of a Scotland thing, isn't it?
Maybe just say, hey, listen, cuz, I'm going through a bit.
Yeah.
Could
Hey,
maybe do with a loan.
Yeah.
And one of those
I might
loans that
just
I
need
don't
to
pay
tap
back.
into that fucking Earl Will right now. The Royal Will. All right, Prof. You
Oh,
ready?
there we go. We're on.
I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you, Swibble. Hello and welcome to the KOKO Show. Yes, kickoffs and kick-ons. You know it, you love it. Thanks for coming back for another week. Let me say this. Viva Los Wallabies. Yes, that's right. Viva Los Wallabies. Another win for the men in gold in this year's RC. This time in the 86th minute. Didn't they make us wait, boys?
Oh,
Didn't
I liked
they?
it.
You liked
Edge
the...
of your seat.
Oh,
Drama.
just teasing.
I love being teased by
And
these
then
boys.
It was. Oh, they like to do it, don't they? They like to get behind and then come in over the top. It's
How
kind of
good's
the-
getting behind? Sorry. Being behind.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
Finishing
I
on
don't think
top.
that's going
Is that what you
anywhere.
mean?
Anyway,
And then
great.
finish in a really climactic way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with
That's
that?
definitely where I was going.
Yeah. Just a bit of crash ball
Yeah.
at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like just explosive finish.
Just the big bell right up the guts.
How good is that?
Oh, we've got him.
Start.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Is there something in the air? Have you been smoking?
I can feel it.
All right, let me get into this. Last year we sat here, gents. Do you remember 67-27? We lost to the Los Pumas. And as long as nobody goes back and looks up that episode,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
the four of us all said, wait till next year.
Yeah.
They'll beat them. Do you remember that?
Buried that deep. Yeah. Along with all my other childhood trauma.
Didn't take long though, did it? We nailed it. And look, there's a man that probably wanted to be there, a very large man.
Yeah.
A man that we all want to be there. And hopefully he will be there against the All Blacks. Willy Skelton.
Well, we're getting the inside scoop if he's going to come
How
back
did
for
we
the
get Big
Bledisloe.
Will on?
Big Will loves the show.
He loves the
He-
show.
He knows the show.
he
And you
knows
know who loves the show is his coach. The guy who's probably going to help decide whether he's coming back.
Yes. So we will get to chat to Willy Skelton a little later in the pod. Hopefully our friend Ronan will let him come back to Australia to play. Also, All Blacks. They got it done at Eden Park. They're as reliable as Goit getting a start on Father's Day. Am I right, Goit?
Oh, you are correct. Yes.
Just reliable. The hoodoo continues. The Springboks coming home with a very wet sail, down by 7 points. Kiwis get the win courtesy of the man that raised the bat. Artie Savia in his 100th test.
Hang on a second. I don't understand what you just said. South Africans coming home with a wet sail down by 7 points. What?
So wet sail means that it's like traditionally means that you're behind, but you find it like a last minute dash. I believe it's
Like a pocket
sailing
of air.
parlance. Yes.
No, so it ended up 7-point gap, Swoop, but they came home with a wet sail. They were behind by 14 maybe. So that was the wet sail.
Well, it couldn't have been too wet because they lost.
Yeah.
Yes, but what I'm saying is they were coming home with a wet sail,
Mm.
and then the sail dried unexpectedly.
Because of Artie Savia.
Savia. He had a
He
hot
was
wind.
good, wasn't he?
He was very good.
Just simplify things.
Yeah, I'm
moving
sorry
forward.
about that.
Just say South Africa lost, New Zealand won.
It's not hard, is it?
No, no.
Am I
This
right?
is meant to be rugby union. Am I right? Hey, the mighty Wallaroos. They're into the quarterfinals of the Women's World Cup.
There you
Let's
are.
give it up
There
for
the girls.
them. Woo! congratulations to them. We'll be chatting to Ash Marsters and Trilleen Pomare as they fire up to take on those crazy Canucks this coming weekend. That's Canada.
Canucks or Canucks?
I say Canucks. I say Mother Canuckers is my thing. But is it Canucks?
I think it's
Canucks or
Canucks.
Canucks. Righto, let's bring in two men whose kids call them dad and one guy who insists on being called daddy. It's Swoop, Gits and Biv. Welcome, gents.
Welcome.
Big Father's Day yesterday. Let's go down to Canberra and see what happened for the Goit. How'd you go on Father's Day, mate?
Big day, huge day. Got presented the trophy again.
Yeah, well done.
Of the year. Thank you. 13
Really?
years in a row. So,
Did you not get it this year?
No trophy.
I actually didn't even know if you boys probably didn't even place on the podium.
No, I didn't get nominated. I don't think.
No. Anyway, so yeah, a big ceremony here in Canberra. Went to the Parliament House, then went out and watched Levi. He played a semi-final. First time he's played with contacts in. Usually he wears glasses to read. I didn't realise how blind he was.
Yeah, right.
He was phenomenal once he had contacts in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was a big day. Then came back, watched bit of the league, put the races on. Bianca cooked me a dinner. It was lovely.
Is that it?
Did you go back to that pub that you've been banned for 40 years or whatever it was?
No, well, son, because I can go back there now, I don't want to do it. It's weird.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Is your weekend learning from Father's Day or is it from something else?
No, there was nothing to learn Father's Day. I kind of knew everything that was coming there. My learning would be to concentrate when you're doing box jumps on a wooden box. Obviously,
Or
we're
just
in this
jump
elk
higher.
kick. Yeah, well, I just wasn't concentrating. It was like a normal height before I put, some plates on, and just wasn't even thinking. They just grazed the front of the shin.
How much bark did you take off?
Yeah, a bit of bark.
Give us
son.
a look, son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's solid.
You can't get the right angle there.
That's okay.
Get up. That's it.
We'll put it's far less gruesome than
Can't really see with the lighting, son. That didn't work.
No,
Anyway.
we saw it. We saw it.
it. You can hardly notice it.
All right, concentrate on box jumps. Father's Day. Drew, you speak to your old man.
Yeah, gave the old man a call. I also had a number of missed calls, +64, +44, +33. I just didn't answer any of those. Not sure what they may have been about, and so I just didn't want to hear it. So I just stuck with the one call to my dad and wished him a happy Father's Day, and that was enough for me.
No knocks on the door.
No. I regularly change my address, so...
What was Bitchy getting up to?
He was just going down to the local with Bronson and obviously the family and a couple of his grandkids and just going for a meal. But otherwise, he's just cruising up there. He's just put a new carport out over the...
This is your old man.
This
What
is the
does
old
he
man,
call him?
Mitch.
Sorry.
But Gits and his old man Ronnie, whenever they'd catch up with my dad, because Dad's a little bit hard of hearing, he's in the artillery, so, all the gunfire and stuff, when he was in the army. So whenever they say g'day to Mitch, they go, "G'day, bitch, how are you?" And then Dad's like, "Oh, g'day, Ron, how are you? G'day, Gits." So
He
they
texts
just-
me a lot on Facebook Messenger, your old man.
Yeah, he's pretty active on
Is
Facebook.
is it him or is he hacked?
I would
Because
like
he's
to
got
hope
some shit
sometimes
chat.
I don't. Some people will tell me about my old man's post, and I just don't want to hear it because he's pretty strong in some of his
Oh,
opinions.
no. And did you learn anything on the weekend?
What did I learn? Didn't learn much. I've learned that I'm finding it a little harder to lock into this particular fitness challenge.
It's your challenge.
I know. I just haven't got off. I'm still in the box, starting box. You guys have sort of shot out to a bit of a lead. Not that it's a competition, but I just haven't locked in yet. I'm finding it a little harder
Why?
for motivation, and I think because I know that I can get there, that I'm maybe just taking a bit more time. But tomorrow morning I'm going to commit.
Good on you.
Yeah, woke up this morning, cancelled my gym
And
session.
when you commit,
Oh, yeah, I'll commit.
Do we have an end date for that, just so we all know? Because I've been trying to lock in. Tommy, did you work out a... No, we'll get an
that
end
out.
date.
It's about 8 to 10 weeks
8
away.
to 10 weeks, and then we'll lock in. Swoop, A, Father's Day, B,
Father's
learnings.
Day, yes, I flew home from Townsville, went up there to watch the boys. So I got in around midday, went down to Balmoral. It was absolutely chock-a-block down there. We did a little bit of long jump. We kicked the footy, chased them on their scooters. Very active Father's Day. Climbed the jungle gym.
Yeah, I
one of
heard that
your
you were
colleagues
right at
from
the top.
Savills.
Yeah.
Right up the top.
Yeah.
Showing everyone how it's
Congrats,
done.
mate. That's great.
What learnings? The Townsville Country Bank Stadium, I'm not too sure exactly what it's called, but designed like a horseshoe. A lot of people don't know why it's designed like a horseshoe.
Because the Cowboys play there.
No, but also the wind comes in, swirls around, and comes back out to keep everyone cool and
Airflow.
safe.
Right.
Airflow.
And also because horseshoes are lucky.
You're kidding.
I hope it's facing north and not south. Do you know which way? Because they had a shit of a year, the Cowboys.
Yeah, but the Wallabies didn't.
It's a great stadium, right?
That's great learning.
Sheer stadium. Ooh,
Beautiful.
love it up there. Bar at the end.
Another learning?
Yeah.
Ready to check? I reckon he's a good chance.
Rugby league.
Rugby league.
Yeah, I reckon
All
too.
that up. Could be.
Knights or Tigers?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he's got a bit of interest from a few teams.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
He's very close to jagging the Dragons job a couple of years back. He was in a shortlist.
Really?
He'd be great.
Oh, he'd be awesome.
He'd be outstanding. My learning.
What was it?
I saw a lovely Father's Day, and we went and had a massive curry. I was at the buffet for like an hour and a half.
Oh, so you haven't locked in either?
I locked in up until that point. I didn't
Right.
have breakfast, and post that, but there's a wonderful curry joint near me, and I think I can say that. And we just at the buffet for an hour and a half. What I've learnt, my learning is that okay, Father's Day is great for fathers, but it's even better for separated mums.
Oh, yeah?
Jeez, they rip in.
Talk to me.
Oh, yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
They all get together. There's bottomless
Of
brunches.
course, because they're all with the fathers.
They're all with the fathers, and they rip in. Like the restaurant I was at, there was 3 or 4 tables of these ladies who had been there all day,
Wow.
and they were just having the time of their lives. And I could see my wife looking over. Grass is greener, and I was going, no, lock in.
Maybe that's something for next year.
Grass is never greener, Prof, but maybe in your case, could be for long.
Yeah.
You know what I thought, James? I
Yeah.
thought your learning would be, not to make an idiot of yourself in a sauna.
You faint.
Oh, yeah. Was that? Yeah, no, I passed out. Oh, yeah. And I'd like to thank the 2 nurses and the gentleman in his Speedos that revived me. I did. I passed out at G Fitness Gym in...
So you have been locking in?
I have been absolutely been locking in.
Yeah,
So
right.
you pass that in the sauna or out?
No. The gentleman, he's a man that I steal my rugby union opinions from. So if I jag him in the sauna, I'm like, here's this bloke that knows a lot.
Ah, is that why you're getting a bit of feedback? The doc's getting a bit of
Yeah,
feedback.
that's right. It's this guy. I don't know his name, but he was in there. I jagged and went, all right. I went over time because he had some really good stuff.
Right.
And so I ended up passing out outside the sauna. I had that moment. I went, whoa, sorry, how long have we been talking? Went outside, shower, and then on the floor.
You're lucky you didn't hit your head or...
I knew it was coming, and so I eased myself down, and then I was out, and then I woke up with my 2 legs up, and two nurses that were in the sauna, like holding my legs and like pumping them, and then the guy going, "Yeah, right, mate." And then
Is that standard post-faint procedure?
apparently, yeah, because I was on my front, and so they had turned me, and they had put my legs up on this lady's knees, and wasn't embarrassing at all. I got to say.
No.
So thank you.
Mate,
to
how
those.
long were you in there?
I don't know, and I don't know how long I was out for. But I was just wearing, the red Budgy Smugglers. Oh, that's all I was wearing. So maybe they were.
The Wallaby Wallopers.
Yeah. Very embarrassing. So
Well, it's
yes,
good to still have it's good to still have you with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I went in again today, but it was a lot shorter. I did
Yeah,
about
it's important to stay hydrated.
90 seconds I did in there today. That was long enough for me. Anywho, stay safe. All right, so we have spoken for a long time and not actually mentioned what happened in the rugby. So let's do it. Let's do the rugby roundup segment. Gentlemen, this Wallabies team, strength to strength. So you were there, Swoop. I'm going to come to you first. Obviously, we know the score, what it was at halftime. 21-7, we're down. And again, who knows what Schmidt's saying at halftime, but the Wallabies came back, 86th minute, belly, crash ball, across. Take it from there, Swoop. Tell me the atmosphere. Tell me everything.
The atmosphere was awesome. Obviously they got away the Pumas got away to a pretty good head start, 21-7 there at one stage. I thought James O'Connor coming on made a huge difference. Kind of just kept that composure in the critical moments towards the back end. I was actually sitting in the seats, and when Jock came on, I was like, to the crew behind me, I was like, 7 points in 7 minutes, watch this. Because Rabs is on. I just felt really good. He looked calm in his warm-up, and I threw out the, hey, Soup, gave me a bit of a look.
Yeah, nice.
And, it was bagged. Who was it that went over? Joseph,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was,
double
that was
for-
his second. And obviously Rabs converted. So, it was, they gave away a lot of points, but, the one thing I did notice, the Pumas have very good defence. Like, they are a hard team to crack. Like, they're probably top three team in the world, right here.
Yeah, they've definitely been playing that way for a little while now.
And some of the hits out there, some of the collisions. Now, it's a little bit different, like, because I haven't been to I was actually quite kind of behind the bench, and, like, some of the impacts out there was, like, heavy duty. But, I mean, in terms of, like, guys that were impressive, I mean, I thought Whitey was really good. He was very vocal. Jorgo, I mean, Kellaway was good too. Kellaway actually had a really good time. And Len Ikitau, some of his touches were superb. Just his carries. He's also got he's got some really good awareness. You know, that nice little ball out the back too. I think it was Joseph who went in for his second. That last one to Bell, where he's just kind of had his eyes up in the pick and drive. It just gave that defender, fixed him just that little bit more. And then he obviously just kind of that no look past the Bell allowed Bell to kind of work his magic.
You also threw the flick ball. For
I was going to
Joseph
say, it's
first
just
one.
those little things like, you look at that try, the first one for Joseph, where he gets the ball around the back, gets the offload. But the late little footwork to isolate the defender, go to his outside shoulder, means the other guy has to turn in a bit. He does really well to get it the hand free and get it around the corner to Joseph. But just those little moments, that late footwork to kind of isolate, they're the things that, like, that try wouldn't have happened if he hadn't have done that, right? Like, it looked pretty easy in the end, but it's something that not a lot of players have in their kit bag. And then again in Angus after the Bells try, he locked in that first defender because he got the eye contact. And once you're the defender and you get that eye contact, you've just got to stay there. You've got to stay on him, which meant then the defender outside him didn't jam with him, and that's where
did
it
really
opened
well
up for Bell.
engaging that deep.
So small little
Did you
things.
mean that, Beef? Angus after the Bells?
Yeah,
good.
look, it's not mine. I did see it, and apologies to the Instagram account where I didn't see it, but I saw it in the comments. I thought that's very clever.
Yeah.
It's not mine. I'm not claiming it, but apologies. I can't give whoever because I don't remember who it was. But
really,
little Angus after the Bell.
I really enjoyed the Wallabies attrition. Like, they just kind of kept the ball in hand. They worked the short side really well, kind of forcing the Pumas to kind of get back on their feet and just kind of wear them down.
Yeah.
Good carries.
We obviously haven't spoken about the end. Gord, do you want to touch on big balls, Harry?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was Harry or Schmitty, but what I loved most is when you see now all the social videos coming out where he's thinking, what do I do? Where do I go? And then when it was almost confirmed, that's what I do. He turns to the boys, he says, let's fucking go. Like, it's almost like a little switch when you watch it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's good. Like the way he plays with passion and leads the boys around. Well, I mean, that's a big call because I don't know mathematically what it means if we won or if we drew. I'm sure Schmitty would know. But the way they backed themselves twice, and then get the chocolates in the end, I was really happy for the group.
Smitty was barking orders. Does anyone know what he was saying?
I don't know what he was saying, but after the game, he pretty much just sort of said that, like, Harry was just doing his own thing out there, like, which was great for him to kind of back himself. And he was just sort of saying, Harry had a feel for the game, which kind of indicates to me maybe that he saw something different, but because Harry was having a feel for the game that, he backed him to make that decision. But, I mean, it was one of those ones where you get the first penalty, you could take it and get a draw. Would have been a hard decision. But then you get repelled and you get another penalty. Then I would imagine that next decision would have been even more difficult. And then they get repelled again, they get the final penalty. Like, again there, you're like, okay, we've already had 2 throws at it. Like, maybe we just take the 3. But no, he just backed himself and went again. Like, I just think the decision process would have been, each time they got the penalty, would have been more and more difficult. But loved it how they backed themselves. You could see there was a little time there where even James O'Connor had that little wry smile. Like, we've been speaking a lot about Joe Schmidt and instilling these guys with belief, but that's the tangible part. That's where you actually see it, where they back themselves, they back each other, and then they go through and execute and fantastic. I also think as well that if the general public, I think, would have still been on Harry had they not done it, like if they didn't
100%.
score, like just the fact they backed themselves and I mean, I was speaking to a couple of people today and, at work and whatever, and that was sort of the sentiment around it. And even Tommy, our producer, had the same sort of thought process as well. Like, even if it didn't work, like you're still like, you know what, it's a bit of a tip of the cap to Harry. Fucking great.
It's the Aussie way, isn't it? Just, as you say, put your balls on the line. If it fails, play again. Hey, let me ask you this. We had a 10-minute period where I keep doing this, where Los Pumas came over the top of us. What was that lapse? They sort of found our edges. Threw the ball around. How do we fix that?
Mate, just, you know what? Some things you just can't explain and some things you can't defend. Like their attack, like that one down the edge where it was just beautiful hands, little offset piece, in and out, over the top, like unconventional passing, like support play. That kind of chaos just looked gorgeous. And I was kind of in that corner actually getting ready to go on for the halftime duties for boot to boot with defender. But, yeah, I mean, that was like, they scored some great tries. I just think it's a matter of, you can't have momentum for 80 minutes, right? And it's just a matter of it's going to swing. It's about how you can control that swing and how you can kind of break their momentum and kind of get it back on your side.
It's also about limiting the damage when you don't have momentum, because there's going to be times where it ebbs and flows, goes your way, and then momentum shifts to them, and you just got to make sure you limit the damage, therefore limit the period of time that you don't have the momentum.
I reckon also the handling was and discipline was probably not ideal in the first half for us, like from a Wallaby point of view, and that Carreras was kicking them for everywhere. So I think that's one area we've probably got to tighten up, is obviously discipline. And I would have thought, I thought in the first half we were just carrying like direct into the teeth. And Swoop, you touched upon how good the Argies defend. They've always been a great defensive side. They'll always stand up, front up, and make the tackles if you run straight at them. But when we started doing little tip balls or inside balls or just moving it away from the teeth of the defence, we started, I suppose, changing the momentum of that game. So I think that's probably one area that Joey will look at and hopefully incorporate a bit more of this week.
Now, a gentleman that obviously wished he was there on the weekend, as we said at the start, we would have won by 50 if he was there, let's face it. He joins us now. We can see him there. He's fiddling with his camera. Will, you got your camera right there, mate?
Yeah, it's going all right. See the Play-Doh behind it, trying to stand up.
Just got Roger to hold it for you.
No, he's still sleeping.
You know how it works, Will. There's an intro here that Tommy's written.
Tommy's been very nice.
He loves
the
Will.
last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, this is his first one post-Lion series, so.
Yeah, where he dominated.
But Will's not playing for the All Blacks, so this might be mean.
Tommy. Oh, okay, very good. Here we go. This week on the KOKO Show is a bloke that the Wallabies clearly didn't miss all that much on the weekend.
Oh, middle of the road, he reckons.
Unbelievable. He's giving it. Am I right? Thanks, Tommy. No, in all seriousness, our guest this week is a large lump of a man, and he is one of the big reasons why this new look Wallabies side is playing with a grit and determination that our whole country is getting behind. He may have returned back to France for clubland duties, but this gent's vibe and competitive DNA was all over the Wallabies' last-ditch win against the Pumas in Townsville. So please put your hands together for everybody's favourite moustachioed mountain, the man that puts the will in, do you think Rog will let him come back and play against the All Blacks? It is, of course, the tastiest 7-foot piece of rump in all the land. Please welcome Mr. Willy Skelton.
Yeah, Big Willy.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Tommy.
Everyone loves a Big Willy.
Well, we've just been chatting this amazing last minute. Who's there, Will? You got the kids are there?
Yeah, my son's. You go draw over there. Come back.
Yeah, you on?
Tell him we'd like to see the picture at the end of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, what is it?
Tell him to draw something for the KOKO
Daddy
Show.
on the phone, Juju. Daddy on the phone. You have to be quiet.
Oh, he's brutal. He's fending off his son.
Is your son big, Will? Like for his age?
Yeah, pick him up.
Yeah,
Come say hello.
You say hello?
Say hello.
So just for those of you listening, Will's just bringing his son in.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey.
Say hello. Wave to the boys.
Hey. Can you draw us a picture, please?
Can you draw Uncle Prof?
Yeah.
Oh, here, he's drawing it now.
Oh no, this is going to be offensive.
It'll be offensive, of course.
My God.
How old are you?
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
That's
wow.
pretty much nailed it.
That's perfect. He's an artist.
He's
Mate.
even giving you his
You
card.
go then you got the rest of the show.
Okay.
Show us another one after. Okay, you can keep.
Yeah, you're right.
Very good. How old's your son, Will?
Julius is 4.
Nice.
Four.
He's
And
a
he's
good-looking
is
boy.
he
Years old.
6'5", is he, or how big is he?
6'6".
Willie, we've just been chatting this amazing victory by the Wallabies. 86th minute, mate. I'm pretty sure you would have been watching. What are your first reactions to this amazing win by the boys?
Oh, guts, yeah. I think, I woke up at 6:30 kickoff here, so woke up early to watch the boys, and it was awesome to see. I think after a week where we have that fallow week where it's a non-training week, and then we have a week of prep, always a little bit clunky. But Argentina were great. Their set piece starters were awesome, and you can tell that they've improved so much as a team as well. So, to get the win there in the 84th, 85th minute was special.
Will, was it was it a frustrating watch? Like, because you were so heavily involved in that Lion series, you've been part of that group heavily over the last however many weeks. Now being out of camp, watching it from afar. Was there anything there that you saw that was missing, or what was your kind of observations around how the boys went, and where some learnings or improvement can be?
Not really, mate. I think we've got we say it's pretty cliche, but it is a squad effort. It is a group. We've got a massive Wallaby group there, and 33, 34 who train hard every week to get on the field. And I saw mate Hoop stepped in that second row there, and we've got Lucan as well, who trains the house down too. So we've got a wealth of locks at the moment, and there's a lot of competition. And even when I'm in the group, man, it's so buzzy to be competing, to be part of something so big, especially that Lions heading into South Africa. And obviously I want to be there and be playing, but it's just not meant to be for me at this time. I don't think watching the game. No, not really.
Because you know what it's like when you're kind of so heavily involved and you're removed. You kind of you're playing the game from afar. I guess were you kind of really engaged in that way where you kind of put yourself out there on the field, or you're just really relaxed about how you were watching the boys go around?
I think one of the approach I take is I see I haven't been in camp for a week, so then I know how the boys train. I know what we're looking for, what pictures we're sort of looking for in the game, and if we're not executing, if it's a skill error, then you can take that. Or if it's if that's not the system, that's probably one thing that I see as being in camp and being involved in the team. I know the system and I know the way that we want to play. And from the outside, you can definitely, people will have their opinions, or why don't we kick in here? And I'm like, oh no, I know why we're not. This is what inside the four walls, and you boys will know that. And especially you've learnt this over the time that you've been with the boys. When you're inside the group, when you're in the four walls, the mindset's very different to how people perceive it. And so when I watch the game, I have a different eye on how things are played, and why we're doing this, why we're doing that. It doesn't surprise me, for example, that their last decision at the end with Harry taking it into the sideline, kicking stuff, because that's that mentality that we've built within the four walls, and we have that confidence in our skill and our system.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you led me into it perfectly, because one of the big key talking points, obviously, was the decision-making at the end to back themselves on 3 occasions, penalty advantage and all that, and going for the try to go for the win. There's quotes from Joseph Akuso-Suli saying he's the type, Harry's the type of leader that you want to play under. He's very passionate and he believes in him and he wants to play for him. We obviously see his leadership in terms of the outcomes, not being involved in that inner sanctum. But can you give us a bit of an insight on what Harry Wilson is like as a leader? He's clearly a passionate bloke, but how would he have come to that decision to back himself? Not to back himself, but back the team.
Yeah, mate. Harry's first off, he's a great footballer. High rugby IQ, very skillful. I didn't know he was a pretty good cricketer too, growing up apparently. So his hand-eye coordination is awesome. You can see how when he does little tip balls, or you saw that his hands. I think it was last year when we played Scotland, when he caught it off the goalpost, off a penalty and called mark. That's that skill set that he's had all his life. And then as a leader, mate, he doesn't really change much, which I really love. Like he's not, he doesn't speak too much. Again, being a great player, and he backs his performances. Like the boys follow his lead that way. And then another thing you've got to add is that he's surrounded by great players. You got James Slipper, Nick White, Alan Alator, Jake Gordon, and Len Ikitau, and a lot of guys in that leadership group who he can lean on. And I think that's helping him flourish. A guy like Fraser McWright too, stepping in that last test, just shows that whoever does have the C around his name, they're backed by the squad, and they're backed by a great leadership group.
You touched upon him just there, but Lenny Flickitail, like he, what at training, is he just like a cruisy individual? Because like these games, especially this last game, when he gets close to the line or in the ruck, it's almost like another forward, but he's got that footwork that he just, I don't know, just his read on the game, he just seems really smart. Like, what's he like at training? Is he pretty relaxed? Because he's just going strength to strength at the moment.
In my opinion, I think he trains how he plays. Like he's not smacking people in the game, but he's getting involved whenever we're getting at 22. Like you can tell that he wants his hands on the ball, and he has a really good feel of the game. And then he's playing 12 this year and a bit back in the last year, and you can see how much he's grown as a footballer, and he's helping unlock Sewell there at 13. I think it's only going to be a weapon for him moving forward. Lenny's he's stepped me a few times. I think we got into camp for the Lions at Sydney Uni on the Monday. This is a while back now, but we do like a short side defense, and he's come around the corner and he's got it out the back. I'm shot out. I've got easy, and he's just like skipped forward. I've done like almost done my knee. So, yeah, that's if we're talking about, he's not as abrasive, but he's still got footwork and stuff at training, and then you can see what happens on the weekend. And like he set up that try off that's a forwards carry that he's taken, and he's giving it to Sewell. He stepped it onto Sewell to score. No, but he trains how he plays, and I'm real happy for how he's going. And yeah, it's just he's a great player and a great man.
Yeah.
Continuing a little bit of code chat, Willie, you just mentioned earlier before we spoke about Harry Wilson around the pitches that you've been aware of, over the weeks that you've been involved, and that what you're seeing, and between the four worlds, you kind of understand the pitches and how you want to play. Really enjoying how you've kind of tightened up the game and that kind of ball retention, that continuity, the physicality and the tight quarters. We were talking just before we kind of came on the show around, we love seeing the variation. Part of those pitches and the messaging at training, is it heavily encouraged to show variation? Because we're talking about when you guys are playing your tips, kind of getting out that kind of fourth and fifth defender, because the Pumas are a hard team to crack. Like they're a very good defensive team. And when we kind of show some shape, show some variation, what are you smiling at?
I don't know. I'm just loving this. Keep going.
You're right. Is that something that you guys kind of touch on a lot? Because we saw a lot of it in Sydney in that third test, given the conditions as well.
Yeah.
I mean, is that like a topic of conversation? Because obviously,
Yeah, I think like every team, there's a shape, there's a structure, there's the fundamentals of how you want to play, and that's and Joe's definitely instilled that in this team over the last 12 months or so. And I think that's showing the fruits there, and they're able to lean on the structure and then play what's in front. For example, a guy like Tate McDermott, who comes off the bench, he's so wiry and so he's got so much X factor that if he sees a hole, like Joe's given us license to take that, and you can see how he plays and how much energy he gives the team. And then you have a guy like Nick White who can slow the game down. His kicking game's really good. For example, that Sydney test, he saw how much the weather would affect the game, and he was just getting us off the hip, and it worked for us. But that might not work against the All Blacks or the Springboks. And our ability to adapt and play what's in front, I think it's like I said in the start, it's cliche, but it's definitely what Joe's been really working on every day at training to make sure that when those pictures do pop up, we can lean on our structure, we can play through our shape, But man, we can take that opportunity when it's on.
Contract. What's happening? How long have you signed for at La Rochelle? Because that line series, like you try and pretend you're humble and whatever else, but you were immense in that. Surely La Rochelle's going to pay, or someone's got to pay. Where are you at with your contract?
Oh, I signed a 4-year extension last year, so I've
Oh,
signed.
you've gone too early, Willie.
What have you done?
Oh,
Well, there's no cash now anyway.
What do you
There's
mean?
no
You've
cash
taken it
now.
all.
No. I stayed humble, mate, and stayed at La Rochelle for.
I
for
told
the
you
KOKO.
he'd pretend to be humble. Anyway, go on, Drew.
Okay, well, I was going to say, you already said Ronan O'Gara's upstairs sleeping. What's he said? Is he going to let you come back for the Bledisloe? And if not, what do we need to do to get him to allow you to come back?
Mate, it's ongoing conversations. I think with Rog, he's big on where I'm at physically and mentally. Like, he's given me, as soon as I come back, we like negotiated a rest, so he could have thrown me straight in and played against Bordeaux on the weekend, but he wanted me to get my body right. We both wanted that. And then I'll head into, so I haven't even been into the clubland yet, so I'll head into training today. Is my first day back with the boys, and then well, hopefully we've got Claremont at home, and then we have Toulon next week. So the thing is with that is we play Toulon next Sunday in
which
Toulon.
is a guaranteed win for you blokes.
Not Toulon. No, that's mate. We've won there in a while, I think so. But it's so logistically, it's actually really tough to get back for that Bledisloe series. Like if you do the math.
Yeah, you play on the Sunday. You're not getting back till at least Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, and then the game's it's not in Australia. It's in New Zealand.
Yeah, but you could turn up Saturday morning, mate, and still have an impact. So don't let that be the issue.
Maybe you should tell Joe that.
Oh, is he saying you got to be back here for a certain time at the start of the week or something to do all the prep?
I think normally, that's probably been the policy, and he loves guys training Monday, Tuesday, which is fair. I think that's
but normally, but not for someone like you. Like, you got to sometimes bend the rules, you know. Like, and you're a guy worth bending them for.
Mate, I'll leave that up to Joe.
He watches this show.
Joe and the coaching stuff.
Joe
I don't know.
He does. He watches. He's seen this.
I don't know about that. No.
Do you mind, Joe, if Will starts on Wednesday? Yeah. Is that okay? He'll come back to you on that.
Change the whole training week.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So that's a maybe still.
Or we could go the other tack and go to Sanzo and ask him to play it on the following Wednesday or something. Like, just push the game.
Bums on seats.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, can I ask? You had such a massive impact on that Lions tour. Obviously, didn't play the first game. When you came into that second game and just started rattling the cages, is how it was described, of those Lions players, was that a conscious thing where you thought that was missing from the first game? Or once you were in there, it just happened naturally?
I'd like to say that I planned it during the week, and at the 13th minute, I was going to push and shove this guy. I had this guy already. But no. All that stuff sort of comes naturally. I think the emotion of the game, what was at stake, and at the end of the day, it's just trying to protect your teammates, and like as soon as for example, that Sydney test, as soon as I see Whitey get touched, I'm like,
you're straight in.
It's like that's a big thing for me, and I think that builds from the connection we have in the team and protecting your brothers and looking after your brothers, but they're not taking it. You're not taking the piss. You're not going out there pushing and shoving for no reason, and because there is times like that. There's always a bit of niggle. There's always a bit of banter that sometimes you can have in the field, and I love to do that. But I got to make sure that I back it up with my performance, because if I'm getting dominated in a tackle and getting up and pushing and shoving, then that's not the way to do it. But I think it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't premeditated. It happened in the moment.
Take us to Sydney, game 3. Early in the second half, you're probably likely to come off around that sort of 50-55 or something anyway, with Joe Schmidt making a change. But then there's a lightning delay and you get an extra 30 minutes break. Like, was that a welcome break for you, and then just go out and go hard again? Or was it more of a case of a little bit tougher to kind of get warm again?
A bit of both. I think me and Daniela Tupo were praying for that lightning break.
You guys are rain dancing outside.
No, it wasn't. Mate, we didn't even have. I think we didn't even get told before. Like, so before the game, they said maybe there was an option of it, like that could happen. But I think it was a bit of both for me. So I hurt my lower back during that week. So I was a bit backy, slippy would say. And so that break actually seized up a bit.
Willie, last time I think us three had the opportunity to share the field with you was maybe 2015, like almost 10 years ago, right?
Mm.
I mean, obviously it's been a long time since then, and like you were a great player then, and you've just kind of gone from strength to strength. Just talking about your impact through the Lions series and where your game's gone. In terms of the growth, where do you think? I guess the growth has come. You've been in France for how many years? Like 4 or 5 now?
No more.
Yeah, 2025. We've done 5 seasons. I was at Sarah's for about
I guess what's been your biggest kind of learning overseas, or what is it that is kind of like, I don't know, allowing you to play the way you are at the moment? Like, is it the culture thing over there in France, or is it the fact that it's more of a grind, like you're learning different systems, collaborating with different players around the world, different coaching? Is there something that you can kind of pinpoint there?
I think it's all that, Swoop. I think so. One of the reasons I left in the first place was I wanted to leave the bubble of Australian rugby. 2016, I went on the loan deal to Sarries for 2 months. Learned a different style of rugby. We know how Czech played at that time. It was, I'd never heard of a box kick before. So to go to Sarries, where I feel like the box kick was invented, and the kick chase line was invented, that really opened my eyes to how to play the game in a different way as well. And then I really enjoyed my time at Sarries, and then coming to France, where there's a bit of you have a perception of what the top 14's like. I think it's a bit like it's a cowboy league. But then you see the skill and how confrontational the battles are every week. And you learn to love that. And I really love the grind of the top 14. It's a tough competition. And no, I think I've flourished because I've enjoyed time with my family. And then that
and creative one as well.
In turn helps me. Yeah, exactly. My 2 boys are born here, Julius and Jude. They're born in La Rochelle, so we'll have something here for life in La Rochelle, and no, we love it here. Like, I love being coached by Rog and how his take on the game is here in France, and then I just love how physical and the grind of it. And I know why you boys left. Like, obviously cash, because they're all rich, but for me it was more that life experience and the lifestyle and being able to spend time with my family, not having to travel around the world, being able to just sit down and put a marker down where we're living and really enjoy my footy and family time.
Yeah, that lands really well. I mean, it only complements what your views on players going overseas to grow their game, bring something different, the relationship between overseas clubs and clubs here. Surely you got something for me there.
I didn't feel like there was a question there.
No, but I think Willie's obviously pressed for time, Swoop, so that's why.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
He gave nothing, but I agree. I think that's why they talk about the Mitchell-Giddo law getting banned. It's a good thing. Players, not even only for cash, but look at the way they're developing when they go over there. You learn different styles. You come back with a new skill set, and you can make a real positive difference to Australian rugby.
Perfect. Now, Will, I know you're running out of time. You've got to get these kids to school.
Has Julius drawn us a picture?
Gigi, did you draw a picture?
He gave up.
He's
moved on.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Beautiful.
He's next job. He's on that next job mentality. I like it.
Terrific. Can you do me a favour, Will? Can you, next time you see Rog, Ronan, O'Gara, can you ask him if he's ever seen the State of Origin?
Yes.
Because the last time I saw him, somebody asked him that and he lost his mind. Do I feckin' know the State of Origin? So, are you feckin' joking? So just ask him if he's ever seen the State of Origin.
I will, yeah. I'll do that today.
Thanks for joining us. Look forward to you playing in that first Bledisloe.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back. You heard it here first.
That's the scoop we needed.
Yeah, let's manifest it.
Yeah.
And I guess safe travels back to Oz in about 10 days.
Cheers, boys. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
There you go, Will Skelton. I mean, plain as day.
Yeah,
What a scoop.
pretty straight bat.
Bit of a waste of time there, Tommy, to be
Well,
honest.
no, kind of said it was probably. I'm getting the feeling maybe it's a bit more Joe's end because he wants him there at the start of the week, but he can't be because of Sunday.
It might,
I think maybe Roger's actually on board.
Yeah, that was the read I got too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So like now he just got to let Joe know that Will's one of those players that you'll just let him turn up.
Do you think we'll get clickbait out of that? That's the big question. Do you think?
Oh, that's not what we're after.
Mate.
He winked there if you're listening.
Clicks.
Clicks. Hey,
what do we got?
Look who's here now. The girls have arrived.
Oh, they're on.
Morning.
Oh, there they are.
I don't want to make you nervous, but we've heard big things about you two girls. It's going to be a fun one, so time to deliver.
As you can hear, the girls have joined us.
Yes, they
gents, already.
Yeah, I have.
Because we were just chatting to Will Skelton. He just gave us the big scoop on whether or not he's coming back for the Bledisloe. He said 100% he is. So that is a big scoop for the
It's
show.
a big scoop for the show.
No,
It may not come to fruition.
no, he dodged it, as you can imagine. Now, if you've seen the show before, Tommy writes a little intro. So he's written one for you both. If tradition continues, he absolutely loves the Wallaroos. So this will be there'll be glowing reviews for the girls. Is that right, Tommy? He's given me a nod. Here we go. Stand by. This week on the KOKO Show, we are blessed with a little dose of double trouble all the way from the UK. The first cab off the rank is the little engine that can and will make opposing players regret ever picking up a rugby ball. This Cook Islands-born, Melbourne-raised wrecking ball is the epicentre of everything awesome in this Wallaroos side. So please put your hands together for a footy player that is playing in her third World Cup. She is everything that is. She is the best in the West, and she is the Jane of all trades and the masters of everything. See what you did there, Tommy. Is the one and only Ashley Marsters. And sitting beside Ashley, the second Wallaroo that is gracing us with her presence today is another member of the fantastically fabulous 40 Cap Club. This sublimely seasoned centre cuts her teeth, making defenders wish they were never born. She can run around them, she can run through them, but most of all, she runs over the top of them. So please welcome the Perth Punisher and woman that puts the trill in. I think she has beaten a trillion defenders. It is the one and only Trilleen Pomare. Welcome.
Perth Punisher.
Punisher.
That's good, Tommy. Very, very good. Welcome, girls, and first and foremost, congrats on making the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, the girls.
What's this? What are these ones?
What's that?
Silent clap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Like
that.
it.
I like that.
I do too. Let's get a mood. How are you guys feeling? You must be pretty pumped making it through to the next round.
Sorry, actually, I just want to know, like, where's Gids?
Oh, can you not see him? When he talks, you'll see him. Here he goes.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no. Am I not up?
but you're not in the studio.
No.
No, with budget reasons. They couldn't afford to fly me out.
Working from home.
Yeah, just do it at home. You know what? I'll actually ask. Prof's question was ordinary.
What do you
Princess
mean?
Kate, how was it meeting her? Did you girls, anyone get to meet her? Like, I saw her come into the change rooms briefly, but did she come and talk with anyone, or what's the goss?
Not us.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Oh, we're off.
Annabelle Cody actually got to meet her and chat with her for a bit. She was the first one in the sheds. So she was talking to her.
Oh, right.
I just saw everyone's back of their heads in the sheds. So 40 people just swarmed like a seagull on some fish and chips. So yeah, I saw the
That
back
was
of the
it?
girl's head.
So
Saw it from the social though.
I kind of feel like they want us to go maybe as a republic and leave the Commonwealth after that. Were we off Princess Kate for that? Surely she stayed around for a bit and spoke to all the ladies. No.
I don't know what Annabelle said, but surely she's done something good over there.
But it's, I mean, those moments are pretty awkward. Like, remember in Cardiff when Prince William and...
Yeah, I met him in my underpants, offered him a
Yeah.
pasty.
You don't really know what to do. Like, you'd love to go out and have a bit of a yarn, but also they're like, the king of small talk and kind of probably just doing...
Well, yeah, princess of small talk.
Do you think she spent more time with the Roses in the other change room?
Oh, 100%. She shook their hands.
Oh, this is
I like this.
unbelievable.
I like
We're
it.
just on the way out to the bus. Just a quick stop in.
We're just
Probably the
grateful to be
limo,
there.
actually, not the bus.
Grateful to see the back of your head.
But what is the feeling like though? You got through the pool stage, and you're now going up into the quarterfinals. Must be a pretty positive attitude amongst the squad.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're pretty excited. We wanted to get out of our pool stages, which we did. We kind of scraped through that. So excited to take on Canada. They're a different beast. They're number 2 in the world for a reason. So going back to back with 1 and 2 be a good challenge for us. So want to be the best, got to beat the best. So have a good crack.
I think you can take a lot out of that game. I know you're obviously disappointed with the loss, and they kind of came home with a bit of a wet sail, the Red Roses. But, I mean, I felt like you were on top of that game. You're on top of the Red Roses for that first half. A couple of calls that went against you, like the forward pass, a couple of refereeing decisions. You didn't get really the rub of the green. But, I mean, that being a learning, what was the messaging from Joe Yap in the change rooms after? You know, what are you going to take into Canada? What's, I guess, your biggest kind of takeaway from that match?
I think she built a lot of confidence for us in terms of just saying no one's really gone after them in terms of defense, which I thought we did well in certain patches. So I think more so a confidence booster to know that we can throw hands with the top of the table kind of thing. So I think we can probably do the same thing against Canada too, because they're a fierce team as well.
There was reports that the crowd got very quiet at Brighton for a lot of that first half. Did you notice that huge support for the English side? Did you notice they were getting very quiet there?
Yeah, you couldn't hear them in the first half, I'll be honest. It was loud when they would obviously make a good tackle or something. But we had a little corner of supporters with all our families, a couple rows of seats that'll cheer for us, and nothing was really kicking off. Couldn't build any momentum with 4 rows. But they had like 30,000 people behind them. But super quiet in the first half. But yeah, they come alive the second. We heard them for sure.
Yeah, but how's the actual World Cup experience been? Like with the crowds, there's a lot of buzz, a lot of energy around. That's got to be cool to be involved in that as well.
Yeah, just to extend on that, Gord, you've both been involved in multiple ones. That's what I was going to ask as well. How's this one been different to the previous ones you've been involved in as well?
I reckon definitely from the last World Cup that we went to, like New Zealand put on quite a show in terms of hosting the Rugby World Cup. But this time, obviously in the Northern Hemisphere, and they just froth rugby over here. So I think the crowds got bigger. I'm pretty sure the viewings across media have been like double that. So there's a lot more views in terms of everyone looking at women's rugby. But the crowd, just the people themselves, they're crazy. They just they love everyone, and they're out there. I think on the weekend they were out there getting us to sign their English jerseys, and I was like,
What'd you do?
Of
Did you draw a
course.
rude picture? Or did you
Wish it was a gold one, but of course.
Yeah.
did you sign a funny name, or did you,
Hey,
So got to
did you
start
write
doing that, eh?
England sucks or anything like that?
Yeah.
I do not condone this jersey.
Yes. Now this Canadian side, as we've touched on, very, very good side. How are you going to beat them? Have you got a blueprint?
And Desi, we trust. Heard the border
Desi,
Desi,
we
we can do some
trust.
freakish
Hit
things.
the border, Desi.
Nah, I think they are a good side, but I think I kind of talked to someone asked me a similar question last week. We have just as good players in our team. Desi Miller, she's hard to stop. Maisie Stew, when she's on a wing, she can gas anyone. So understanding we're just as good, and try not to focus on them too much. We know they're coming with line speed. They like to be direct, so I'm sure they're going to want to scrum and run straight at us. We just got to be up for the battle.
Now, Ash, you've played a number of different positions the last few seasons. Like you've been in the forwards, you've been in the backs, you've been in front row, back row, everywhere. Where do you like playing most? And don't just say anywhere, wherever Joe Yap puts me. Like, where do you want her to put you?
Hooker.
no, shut up. Shut up.
Less running.
Where
if
do you
she
feel
plays
most
hooker,
comfortable?
And lower.
No way.
lower
Not how
front
the new game's been running at the moment. Hookers run just as much now. So honestly, I like back row because it's a mix of both. But Honestly, wherever Joe gets me a jersey.
Oh, there it is.
I'll do it, coach.
Where are you guys at the moment in the UK? You're still in Brighton? Have you moved? You're in York last week we spoke. Where are you still in Brighton?
Yeah, we got to talk to you first, and then we can go off to Bristol.
Oh, yeah, Monday's travel day.
And is Brighton any good? I've never been. Is there stuff to do there? You're right on the beach,
Beautiful.
isn't it?
It's on the. I think it's on the coast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Where we are, though, we're in the Wops. We're about 40 minutes from there. But I'm sure England's posted up on the beach somewhere.
Yep.
With Princess
Always
Kate coming
getting
over for tea.
stitched
Put it this way: so Princess Kate was a bit disappointing. We've decided. If there was a royal that you could have met, dead or alive,
I'm a Suits fan, so I was waiting for Meghan Markle. They've been shunned a bit. They're not the favourite royal family, but
I
yeah.
love watching Suits.
yeah,
Have you been listening to her podcast?
No, I haven't.
You can't love her that much, then.
Yeah, more
But
the actor.
it's very left field. I don't know how I stumbled across it actually.
Oh, you cheeky devil. Rachel
Hang on.
Zane.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we've gone for Meghan Markle. Is that both of you, or because Prince Harry's a good time? I've seen some photos. He's a lot of fun.
Seems like a knockabout lad, doesn't he?
Yeah, he seems like he'd have a laugh. I reckon he would have shook everybody's hand.
Whoever's given us a pay rise, honestly, we pay our taxes.
That's you got to go straight to Charlie, I guess.
Do you pay him, do you? Oh, right.
Well, hey, you can catch these guys battling Canada. I'm going to say 1 a.m. on Sunday. It is on Stan. Make sure you get your subscription. Also on 9Gem. So make sure you tune in. Girls, the support here, everybody's getting around the Wallaroos. You're still getting lots of messages, lots of go the Wallaroos, I'm assuming, from here.
Yeah, and hopefully someone's flying over for us. Are you boys flying over for us?
Oh, we wish we were.
I mean, we can't even get gits from Canberra to Sydney, but you know what? If you're in the final with that,
100%.
what about that? We commit to that.
Yeah, let's commit.
Well,
Let's commit to the final.
Girls, if you look around the studio, can you see one sponsor? We do not have a single fucking sponsor. I don't know.
I see 4 bank accounts.
I tell you what, this one is absolutely dry.
I reckon 4 bank accounts.
I'm so rich in memory. Well, not even my memory. So rich in experiences, but not so much in cash.
Oh, you and I both.
Yeah, I reckon there's 1 very full one and 3 very empty ones. If I gets no, shake it. No.
Sorry, it's breaking up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Should have just drove down.
Yeah, final, we're in. Let's just commit to it.
Yeah,
We'll manifest
I would
it.
love to go. I would absolutely love to go.
I'll just have to get some time off work.
That's fine. If you can tip us into sponsors, girls, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Good luck. Go well.
Yeah, go.
We'll be
Ben.
watching.
And if
Absolutely give it
either
to
of you
me.
score a try this weekend, just give it a bit of a cuckoo. Yeah, that would be great on the ref mic. That'd be nice, please. And some silent claps.
Thanks for having us.
No
Thanks.
worries. Thanks very much. All the best for travel day.
There you go. A couple of the all-time great Wallaroos. 3 World Cups.
Yeah.
You 2 for you, Viv.
Oh, can't prof.
Sorry, mate. 4 for you, Swoop.
Yep.
3 for you, Goit.
We,
All right.
And over here.
yeah, 12 for the bivvy.
You were 3 as well.
Yeah.
Which one did I miss? 7. Hang on, 7, 11. Sorry, mate, I did miss one. Don't beep that C-bomb. I deserve that. Gentlemen, we have missed a rather big game. We got you know what we get? We get sidetracked. The show's going well. The All Blacks defeated the Springboks there at Eden Park.
I tipped the Springboks. Got it wrong.
Yes, the 3 of us were the All Blacks, weren't we, boys?
We were. And Gits, you're pretty close on scoreline. Didn't you say something like 24-19 or?
We're going to have to go back to the tape, son, because I was just in the zone and numbers were coming to me like Rain Man.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Tommy, did you write them down? He didn't. Good on you, mate.
I
All right,
remember
Wallabies
Prof
28.
went 32-31. I
Yes.
do remember Profos.
Yeah, I was higher.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was probably bang on.
It's 28-24. We all watched the game. All Blacks got out to a lead. Terrible conditions there at Eden Park. Absolutely hosing down. Bit of a scrappy contest. And then, as I said, Springboks wet sail. They came home strong at the end. And then...
Dried up.
Yeah, it dried up. And they didn't manage to get across the line.
Yeah, it's a good contest given the conditions as well. 2 quality sides going at it. I just thought, I think it needs to be said. Artie Savard, another player getting their 100th Test cap for the All Blacks. He's just been a great servant. You see, or hear the words that some of his teammates were saying after the game, not just the impact he's having on the field, but around in terms of being a leader as a footy player and as a person and as a leader in their, and in amongst their culture as well. He's been great for a long time, but just doesn't look like he's slowing up anytime soon, eh?
Apologies, I think I just did the Wallabies Argentina score. It was actually
okay.
24-17
Yeah.
to the All Blacks. Apologies.
Yeah.
Yep, dry sail.
But yeah, I thought Artie was great. Always is. I don't know if you've actually. You'd have to go back a long way to see a bad game from Artie Savard. Like even when he's not at the absolute best, he's still
that one meant a lot to him.
Top 5 on the
You
field.
could see there was particularly that kind of when they were coming home, when the sail was drying up, that he was kind of just getting off that ground a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And we're talking like in the 80, like towards the 80th minute. It's just he got that still kind of bit of a turning point there. I mean, like he's just so competitive. He's strong. He's powerful. He's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
It was a penalty, wasn't it? They went down. They were 5 metres out, had the line out, and then that was it. And then
I mean, they turned it over there. I mean, they kind of went through, but skill error kind of hurt them in the end. But I mean, I think we spoke about it last week, right? In terms of kind of like the All Blacks are really good at kind of implementing shape around to kind of combat line speed. And you saw that in the second minute. Bowden batted to Narawa, who kind of catches it on the dive, goes through the legs and gets up and scores. He was impressive early, but went off. I think Will Jordan took his place on the right edge. He was impressive. It was interesting to see Finlay Christie get a start at 9.
Yeah. Well, there's been so many injuries at 9.
Yeah.
So many injuries at 9.
And he was really good. Like, I mean,
Roy Gard, Ratama, like all these guys. So, like, and Preston got his debut, Kyle Preston. What about his rise? He was just like a tradie or something in Canterbury, Christchurch, or I think maybe from Wellington, but was playing for the Crusaders at the start of this year. And I think did he get a hat trick on debut? Yeah, a hat trick on debut for the Crusaders. And then he's just, finished towards the back end of the year as an All Black.
But I reckon they'll run with that back line.
Billy Proctor was very good at 13.
Yeah. Geordie. So, but what is it? Bodie, Geordie, Proctor, Narawa, and Willie Jordan at the back.
And Rico
Ioane. Like, it's dangerous.
Did you? I noticed at one point, and maybe it's something I haven't noticed before, but there was a decision to be made, and Scott Barrett was making the decision, and then his 2 brothers came up, and it was the 3 brothers.
Yeah, right.
So
well, I mean, Geordie's marked down as a vice captain. Right. As one of the vice captains. There's 2 in there, but Geordie's one of them. And obviously you go to Bowden, who's just so experienced, but it's like a bit of a family meeting.
The other guy's like, can we get in on that? Or obviously work for them. Springboks, what do they do to fix what happened this week to win next week?
I think they almost the second half was probably their blueprint. Get back to what they're good at, play up front. There were a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes, I think. Maybe even Cheston Colby dropping high balls, like just stuff that you don't normally see when they're usually on. So I think you'll see an improved performance. But also, like, as far as the All Blacks are concerned, that's probably, I can't remember the last time that maybe it was like a 50-50 game, or they maybe couldn't be favourites when they're playing at Eden Park. And they played and started with so much intensity. Like, it just looked like they were, not that they weren't up for the Argentinian series, and I don't want to take anything away from that Argentinian side. They played super well, but the All Blacks just looked a little bit more hungry and desperate for that full 80, which, as a Wallaby supporter, kind of worried me a little bit that they've got that firepower. Like, how quick they started is pretty impressive.
It is remarkable as well, like, just how much Eden Park means to them as well. I think that would have probably also played a little bit into that as well. Like, they don't want to be the team that, that loses, or, the Springboks break the hoodoo and they're known as the team that sort of is the first one to lose at Eden Park in 50 tests or something. Like, and they see it as like the heartbeat of the All Blacks rugby is Eden Park, right? So it's got a cultural significance to them as well. And maybe that also sort of plays into the intensity and the passion they bring to that. But
that's where they probably don't want to be the first team to lose as a Bledisloe in a long time as well.
Yeah.
So we've got to be ready for that. I know obviously we still got a game to go, but looking forward, that's a game that's going to be as big as any of the tests that they play this year.
Yeah. Your man Quagga Smith made a difference when he came on, Goit.
Yeah, Quagga was good. Unfortunately, got that
yellow,
that yellow, but Did you see him after he got the yellow? He joined the defensive line.
Yeah, he stood on the wing, didn't he?
Yeah. It was almost like the touch that said, yellow means you're off, mate. Like,
Maybe it's the first one he's ever got.
It's going to be a tough week for the Boks, I reckon. With the kind of going off the how animated Russie was in the coaching box. And just on that, impressive coaching boxes, like the staff. Got Russie, Tony Brown, who assists Russie, and then obviously in the All Blacks, you've got Razor Robinson, Scott Hansen, Wayne Smith, the Oracle, our friend of the pod, was up the back there, just keeping an eye on things.
Well, I mean, you think of it 2 weeks. Oh, like in Australia and South Africa, Australia win the first one, mass changes, get a performance in the second game. They go over and lose the first game of 2 legs against New Zealand. Will we see mass changes? I'd say we'd probably see a few.
I found it interesting that Wayne Smith was sitting behind the boys.
Yeah, I knew you'd get a little bit of a
Were
chub.
they doing any box kicks, the All Blacks? I can't even remember. They were doing a couple. He would have been filthy.
Probably, yeah. Well, it wasn't a topic of conversation because they were competing, probably winning it, getting it back.
Very good.
But they're looking good. Looking good, the All Blacks. It's going to be a
terms
great
of-
series when they get over.
Yes, absolutely. In
The
terms of-
RC, looking very good.
This is what, and I was talking to my old mate Tom Erskine today. There's no RC next year.
No.
Makes me very sad. This is
So
the
what's
best
that-
RC we've had in
First
years.
I heard of this.
Really?
So the All Blacks are doing
All
like
Blacks are doing a tour of South
Alliance
Africa.
tour series
Every
of-
2 years they're doing it now.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do like
Well,
a
they
Lions.
were going to tour him anyway because South Africa is coming to.
No, I
New
think
Zealand
like
this
an
year.
It's
old
an 8 game.
like an old sort of old school tour where they play all the provincial teams and stuff.
I tell you,
Good for the
you-
game. Good
yeah.
on them.
Yeah, you'd want, if you were South Africa or New Zealand, to come first and second in this RC.
Yeah.
Because you'll look pretty fucking stupid if you don't.
So what do? Just go to Buenos Aires for 8 weeks?
All right, we're going.
Jeez, that'll be all right. No, I believe it's the new Nations Cup. You would have heard Phil Wall talk about this.
Yeah, but they'll still be involved in that as well.
they will, but it'll only be 1 game as opposed to the 2 that we normally
right.
have. We'll play
Right,
the
so you
Bledisloe,
can
and I
pick and
believe
choose what you want to play nowadays. Yeah?
Well, that's I think why they went to Bledisloe only being 2 games so they could fit in tours like this.
We need an outcome, don't we?
Yeah,
3 games?
we just need to
Ugh.
fucking stick it to them.
Well, I think we'll play once against the All Blacks, so it might just be 1 game for the Bledisloe. I don't mind that.
No, it'd definitely be 2.
Okay, fantastic. Then it's the we'll play the Springboks once.
Yeah, probably.
In replacement of the July series, it's called the so there'll be Japan, there'll be Fiji, you'll have Northern Hemisphere teams. It's called the Nations Championship in 2026. So plenty of Wallabies games, plenty of teams for us to schmidt it in over. But yes, we won't see the RC until 2027, unfortunately.
Which will be a shortened one because it'll be a World Cup year and yeah. Anyway, let's just love this one while we've got it.
It's
Yeah, I'm loving it.
8 game at a time, Prof.
I know, but it's so good. Like this is, and then they just go, no, we're not doing it. So good on you guys. Fantastic, great work. Hey, that was the show.
That was a show.
That was the
It
show?
was a good
Hey, it was a
show.
good show.
It was a good show.
I like the show.
Gits, you were remarkable from down there in Canberra.
Jeez, look how good his skin
it
looks.
felt different.
His skin looks very good, Gits.
Mm.
What are you doing? What are you using?
Oh, it's just this, like scraping of the shin. I found is really good for your skin.
Right.
Like you just really graze it.
Right, like acupuncture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look relaxed. You look young, mate. You look,
Thanks, James.
you look fantastic. Have you been wearing your Budgy Smuggler PJs? Maybe that's it.
I can't get out of
You've
it.
got a very passionable
this.
face.
What's that, son?
You've got a very passionable face.
Oh,
Mate, like,
prove it.
Oh, son.
So the
Righto.
Budgy Smuggler PJs. You might have seen I was trying to do a little segue there, Swoop. But God bless you for making it about passion. They are out now. I have seen people at the Manly store having full-on fist fights to get
Many
these
left.
things. There's only 5 left. Only 5 sets of pajamas left. Head to
Any for the thickies?
They're out of the 5. They'll make them for the thickies. You can get extended panels.
Oh, I haven't taken mine off.
Are you wearing them under that outfit right now?
Oh, don't give it away.
Okay, there you go. They are amazing. I'm sure Tommy's editing something in right now that shows you just how great they are. Please, budgysmuggler.com.au. Get on there and buy the Wallabies merch. Support the boys and support them. Also, our official KOKO merch. You can see our good man Goit there is wearing that jumper. I got to say, I think that's the best hoodie we've done.
Yeah,
in
it's a
terms
good
of
one.
comfort, in terms of look. It is the commemorative Wallabies versus Lions hoodie. There was also the T-shirt. And just over your left shoulder there, Biv, you've got the hat.
Yep.
Please get online. Buy as many as you can. because that's the only way we are going to stay afloat.
When's the
currently.
next line dropping, Tommy?
Tommy, when's the next line of merch? Tommy's not sure. But it will be very, very soon. I'm sure maybe a little autumn series / spring tour or something. He's always working.
Am I
on it.
right?
We need Am I Right? And just Tom's face. That would be fantastic. Hey, just a reminder, we are doing this challenge. We are trying to get down to 10% body fat. If you are a company that would like to sponsor us, please get on board.
I'm locking in tomorrow.
Yep.
And also, Adam likes getting pegged.
Peggy Swoop. Self-pegging. I'll encourage it.
He's keeping it going.
Yep.
You keep the show running, Swoop. You are.
Yep.
Mate,
Amazing.
you've been very good
Yeah,
today.
well, first season was Holiday Swoop. Now it's Peggy Swoop. Righto. Is that the show?
Similar groups. That was the show.
I believe that's the show.
I think that's a great sign-off.
At kickoffs and kick-ons.
That's where they can find us.
Yeah, they can find us.
And also on all the Insta and X and everything. You know where to find us.
I'm
If you
like-
want to, you already know.
Yeah, they can give us one, Drew.
Oh, wow.
That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.